Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at a solution to integrating a mini CMS for a landing page. And let's just talk about the reason why you might want to do this first. So I've got this landing page that I'm working on for a client, and you'll notice that it's got this project product section, and it's similar to what you might see on Etsy or another website that's selling products. And they actually want to have the ability to manage the products for their site and um, occasionally swap out information on the website based on what's available. And they, as a developer, it's not convenient to be always making changes like that for the customer. And also, they don't want to wait. They don't want to ask you to change their site and then wait for it if it's something that they could manage themselves. But they don't want to be responsible for managing everything on the site in most cases because a lot of this isn't going to change. But the products are a kind of dynamic section that they do want to change. So I was looking for a way to quickly and easily give them access to a solution. And I could have set up sort of a bigger content management system like Contentful or Strappy, but I just want to show the code base here because what I'm working with is a very, very small and lightweight um, code base that's just really standard. It's just got an indexed HTML file which links to another couple of sections. Actually, JavaScript is what puts those into the index. So it's just a single page application, sort of a landing page, and the styles are just plain CSS and just one JavaScript file. And all this to say that I don't need a bundler. I'm not dealing with a huge amount of code to make this site. So to integrate with something that's just a big old CMS and would require having a backend to, um, you know, I do have the ability to make a backend like a serverless function, like on Cloudflare workers, or there's other ways to do it, like a Lambda function on AWS. But my feeling was that what I really wanted was just the ability for them to change content similar to how it is on GitHub already. And for example, the solution that I'm talking about actually created this folder content with products inside. And if we look at these products, um, so it's got yeah, so it's got a content folder, and then it's got all these JSON files. And each of these is just the information that would be for a product. But giving the customer access to GitHub and saying, you can go in and change this JSON and then you can make a commit, it can be a lot for people who aren't familiar with GitHub, who don't know about a JSON. And it's just a lot of things to explain. So what would be nicer is if we could turn all this into a nice uh, UI for them to use, similar to Strappy or Contentful, but not sacrifice needing an external application for that. But if we could just kind of extend what's going on inside of the products. So what I found and what I've been working with is this solution called Pages CMS. And just to show you what it looks like, it's quite nice. It's quite easy and simple. So the only thing I had to do was give access to the repository that I'm working with here, and I can search for other repositories and add them. And from that, once you create it, you need to just set up the configuration. So that's inside settings. And what this is a YAML file that will allow Pages CMS to take the work that you use on this UI in there. If you're logged into Pages CMS, you can change things on here, and what it will do is just change what's going on in your code in your product. In this case, I'm using JSON. You can use other formats too. It's very configurable. So just to show you what my solution is doing is I'm creating. I have a media folder, so that's images, products, and inside my content, I'm creating this product type, and it has the following path. So it's in content products, and it's a collection, meaning that you can create more and more, not just a single entry. So a single entry would be good, for example, if I was allowing them to change what's going on the About Us page. They could change the content, the text, the title, and the image. But as we're doing products, we need to be able to create a whole new product card. So product card has an image, a title, description, and a button. And maybe the button is optional, like I'm doing here. So just to show, we got a title, yeah, the name, the description, image, and the URL. So the URL is what will happen when you click on that button, where it will take you. And the published is a Boolean that I added because I want them to have a similar kind of draft look and feel. So just show you what it looks like now. I've got 9 products and 6 of them are published. And of the 6 that are published, 3 of them are real products. And if we look at what's reflected on the site here, we got 3 products here. These 3 are just kind of placeholder contents, and then the other 3 are not shown. So why did I do a fixed number of 9 here? Well, I decided that this customer, based on their requirements, they only need up to 9 products to show on their page at a time. And if they choose any combination of this and publish them, what it will do is just show whatever is published. So that's on the code side. We're just only displaying the ones that have published equals true. And how do you make an entry? So it's really simple. Once you just create your config, which by the way is generating the YAML file, like this pages YAML here, all you need to do is add an entry, and it will work with the fields that you created. So I added a number field because this controls the order of how they're showing up. So add a number 10. You can set it published or not. Call it test. It's a test product. The image here, you can choose from the already selected, already uploaded images, or you can upload your own and add it. And those images will get automatically put inside the images products folder. So I already have an images folder in my GitHub for the other content images, but then I created this products subfolder, and that's where those get, when you upload them, they get automatically put in here. Very convenient. So really it's not changing your code base at all, except for adding the pages YAML and then the required content folder with the products underneath. So yeah, this is pages CMS. You can put whatever kind of URL you want there, save it. When you save it, what it does is it makes a commit right away. And that's what's so nice about it, is that it's just changing your code base directly. So it's pending right now. And what this is going to do once it, because I'm working with Cloudflare Studios. I'm deploying Cloudflare to this development site. And you'll see that with Cloudflare's CI/CD, it's actually going to deploy this right away. So check my yeah, 1 second here. Check my pages. No. Yeah, workers and pages. Here it is. So just a minute ago, it already deployed. So that means whatever I changed, I had already made that content to be not published. So it's not going to be doing anything. And actually, I just want to delete that one because there's a reason that I'm working with 9 here instead of more. First, so there's my 10. First of all, I don't like how the 10 shows up between the 1 and the 2 because of the way the numbering works. So let me delete that. Deleting will also make another commit. Yep, committing again. There's the deleting. Okay, so I want to show you what's going on the code side for this now. So really all I had to do was, I'll just show you what my products page looks like. This is sort of the root of the products page, and I want to get this section with this ID products and then put products cards inside of it. And the way I do that is, this is where I'm loading my content. So I load, if the element ID is products, what I need to do is get the root. So here's my root div, and then I'm going to put this JSON data inside of it. And this JSON data comes from another function where I load it in. So when my code is first executing, actually before I work on the products, I need to load the JSON files in. And the way to do that is to get the products folder that they're coming from. And I'm going through them, and for each item, for each JSON file, I'm kind of, I'm fetching it. So I'm fetch promises, where is it? The actual code where I'm fetching file list.map. Yeah, await fetch. Okay, so the folder path and then the product. And here's where it's actually fixed the number of products that I'm fetching. So I just said I want to have maximum 9 because on the site, you can see I've got rows of 3. So I think 9 would be enough. And if they want to do 3 or 6, that's fine too. So I need to hard code the 9 here. And the reason is that this is all on the front end. I don't have a back end set up for this. So although I can find that folder, content products, and I can get the files inside, I need to know how many there are. And that's a limitation of working with a front end where you're not allowed to just, it's a security thing, I think, where you're not allowed to guess around and try to grab information or grab files that you don't know the name of. So I do know the name of these files because I named them products and then the index. So it's just product1.json, product2.json, and the naming happens inside the configuration of the page's CMS as well. So you see here that there's this file name is product primary.json, and primary would be this number field, which this one here. So it's the name is title. So title would be the primary. Pages CMS considers that the primary field. So the name is titled. It shows up as number on the UI, and it's required. So as long as the people working on this have to understand that you can only have 9 products showing up on the site, and they have to have these numbers 1 through 9. Since I created drafts of them all that they need to do is just edit the existing ones. So if they want to edit the first one, they can edit it. If they want to add a 7th one, they can add it and publish it. They don't need to worry about numbering them. That's already done. But if they were to do something like add another one, like add a 10th one, it would actually throw an error because I'm specifying. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't throw an error if there were 10. But if I deleted the 9th one and then I'd only have 8, it would throw an error, and it has thrown an error when I try to get the 9th item. Product9.json, it will throw an error saying that file doesn't exist. So anyways, I'm going to get that data, store it, store that JSON data into my state data here, which on the front end, my state data is just this object full of variables. So I've got my JSON data there. And then back to the part where we put it into the, this part here. We're going to map through that JSON data, and we're basically just going to create HTML. So I'm not using any JSX here. I'm not using React. This is all just standard JavaScript that's manipulating the DOM to create products with the following elements and class names. So I've got my styling in my CSS files, And what's the result of all this is basically like I had grabbed that content dynamically from an API somewhere, but I'm not getting it from an API. I'm just getting it from the JSON files that are inside my system. So I think this is pretty neat and pretty fast and easy way. I'll probably use it again for projects like this, where it's not a whole lot of um, special considerations. We just need to have the customer allow the client to edit some data and it will automatically change their site. It's pretty good for simple projects like this. Thank you for watching.